Welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you have an absolutely lovely weekend. We are kicking it off with some TPP The Peasants Podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are TPP The Peasants Podcast, the DayZ Xbox podcast. We're here to show off what coders could do with the tools we have. We'd like to welcome you to the show. Hope you enjoy what we have today. Today's guests is the man himself, Mr. Teabag. We're going to be rolling through some questions about his latest kill feed and trader bot, as well as his brand new reopening of his server and launch of the Hydra series. Not only coming to PC and coming right across to Xbox. So that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Rightio. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today, we have a special guest with us. On the left-hand side here from the new launch of the Hydra series and the DayZ Trader Bot and Spawner, Mr. Teabag. How are you, bud?
Yeah, doing good, mate. You alright?
Yeah, we're good. And of course, dressed super stylish. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Adkcue.
Morning, everyone. Good morning.
With a mind still needing a heavy wash from a night of out rolling with the console crew. So we don't know what we're going to expect today. Miss Smiley's got a gun.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Hope you're all having
It's
a
going to
lovely
be a
day.
good day. I can feel it. It's already starting really good, boss. Teabag hasn't stopped looking at my crutch the whole time. It's going to be a good,
You told
it's
me
gonna
to
be a good time
maintain
today.
it.
That's it.
Said maintain it.
That's it.
So I'm sorry.
It's a...
Yo, make eye
I'm
contact
sure
with
it
it.
looks like a little damp spot, so...
Well, the problem is every time you look at it, it winks at you. So, you think it's friendly.
Yeah. That's right. And blows you a kiss with those fish lips.
That's it.
Might be off-putting, 'cause it sounds like there's a dead body in the bush, to be honest.
I thought you meant like a dead body it probably is a dead
Yeah,
body.
that's
It probably
it.
crawled up there and died.
That's it.
Never to be seen again.
That's what happens when you fall asleep before you escort them out the place. They may disappear forever.
Yeah.
Well, you can see it's already going to kick off into an absolutely hectic show. It's going to be super comfortable.
They take it all.
That's it. We're all friends here, so I'm sure it's going to really push the peaks. It's what we love to see. Absolutely love to see. So no holding backs.
I'm not looking for the slightest
No
question,
holding
so-
backs.
Yep, no holding backs. That's it. Just shoulders, thanks. Alrighty. So let's kick right into it. We can have that. We don't need that one-on-one. We can just zoom in from over here now. All right,
Pressure.
Mr. Teabag. Let's kick off. Firstly, you've developed a bot which is slowly expanding. I've been involved with, testing some of the features and looking at some of the features and some of the stuff that goes into it. It's got some very, very customizable things that I haven't seen before. But firstly, what is the bot and what does it do?
Well, we've got two bots at the moment, actually. One's the trader bot, which basically just an automated trader system. Allows owners and players to place orders and automates it and makes payment system simple for players and owners so they don't have to piss about sitting there for hours working out how much an order's going to be, and then getting it all ready for the player. And then the second one's the DayZ kill feed. We're actually currently working on a few more features to try and make it a bit more unique, and they're not so much based around just all the kill feed features, but more stuff in-game for players and admin, more control over the files, rotating JSON files on set times and dates is something that we're working on currently. Another feature that we're looking into now is like automated quest line, but we want to be able to give a bit more flexibility to owners to be able to pick and choose quest lines and set them, and payment percentages and things like that for them. So just dotting the I's really on getting some new features out for that.
Oh, that'd be good. Being able to automatically run quests and have things load in when other things happen, and that'd be absolutely hectic.
Yeah, exactly that.
Fuck yeah, that sounds awesome.
A little side thing at the moment, it's a little bit more hush, but we recently signed a contract with CF Tools, and we're currently developing a global kill feed for PC as well now, using their API and integrating all of their features into it. So that's something we've got good under the belt, looking forward to.
Ooh, so being able to cover all markets.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a totally new one, but it's a lot more in depth than the console side. But we're trying to cross over some of the things that we can bring from that side back into console to make it more exciting and give console players and owners a lot more control, and just adding new things like automated quest lines and being able to rotate JSONs by setting a time and date which the file will rotate for you.
That's it. Almost automated in a whole server for you. Oh, an AI moderator. That's what I'll take 2 of them, thanks. They can just run the server for me.
Oh, that's every server-owner's dream.
Yep. So, what's the programs that you use to, I suppose, start off from a base, from nothing to where you've got to now? Is there any programs you want to sort of make note that you've used and wouldn't be able to do what you have done without them?
To be fair, with DayZ kill feed, I've got a background developer that manages it all for me. It's all coded in Discord version 14 JS and other implementations through Node.js. So, I mean, although I can actually run it physically from my own home PC using Virtual Studio Code, it's actually live hosted by my developer.
Oh, that's hectic. That is hectic.
Yeah, I've got one developer over in India and my other developers in the Netherlands.
It's got a couple of international developers.
Yeah.
Wow,
Mirazaki is a brilliant web designer and bot developer. He created the DayZ expansion bot for PC and the DayZ trader bot for PC as well.
oh shit. Some people have these talents that beyond, us just coding a simple server, they're coding full automated bots and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I work out a lot of the logic for it and put forward all of the logic for the code and how they can get it from the game files, but due to the time I spend actually coding servers for people myself and IRL commitments, it's easier and more sensible as a business platform to have developers working on side as well with it.
That's exactly right. Keeping up to that, I suppose, state-of-the-art coding, the latest and the fastest way to do stuff. That's why it sometimes pays to get in there and get a professional to do it.
Yeah, I've also got someone then I can point the finger at if I'm not happy with something.
Yeah, that's why I got co-hosts.
someone to blame. You don't have to take it yourself in.
That's it.
Well, I was actually going to say, I know where you could poke a finger if you make figures.
After show,
Saying.
Smiley, after show.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
All right.
That's it. She's
Don't
keen.
making me wait.
She's keen. She's keen. So was there an inspiration for kicking off the trader bot and the kill feed?
Trader bot stemmed from hours of when we first ever started doing traders on the server, between myself and the other admins, and that would spend hours just online at the trader sorting out orders for players and working out how much they're going to be in credits, and you'd lose half of your time playing in just prepping orders and doing things at the trader. So we wanted a way to sort of speed that up. That's when I came up with the idea to do that, and approached Connor with it, and met my current developer, Omnipaint, and then we went forward with it. It's more of a way for not just ourselves to speed it up, but then we offer that the trader bot free to all owners, so that they've then got access to it, and it then frees up your game time again. Then rather than dedicating everything to admin work and trader and coding.
Yeah, and having to train 5 or 6 admin team to be able to run it while you're not there, and some of the grueling tasks of setting up a mega corporation in Xbox.
Yeah, the kill feed, that was something we've been working on in the background a year prior to our actual release of the kill feed, and to be 100% truthful, the actual thing that drove us to push it forward as quick as we did was actually the unfortunate drop of Jeeba's kill feed.
Yep.
And then us wanting to step in and bring that global kill feed back to the players and servers. I mean, from the second, within an hour or 24 hours, no more than their global feed going offline, the DayZ global kill feed was online to fill that gap from that point.
Yeah, well, it's definitely something that I believe helped Jeebas really inspire to being that kill feed at the start, is having that leaderboard, the ability to be able to track your not only your stats, but also, you could work out what your stats were for that server overall, and work it out over the entire player base. So I do believe.
I think
yeah.
between him and Law, they sort of set a standard for him.
Yeah, 100%. Laws is, I mean, I've used Laws for a long time now and never had an issue with it. It's always been a strong kill feed, but it's always lacked that global connectivity, the ability to be able to, bring your stats around and walk into another server and drop your stats that have it and jump on flexing away.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of players do chase that, so something.
Yeah, it's definitely something that, especially in the PvP world, I mean, I remember people chasing number 1 and, servers themselves chasing number 1 on the leaderboard. So definitely a way to get your server popular was to get up there in the leaderboard, especially I remember the wars between, the deathmatch, aggros, and the blackout servers, as they used to bounce each other off and really drive population.
Yeah, currently I think number 1 at the moment is Come Down, and that's sitting on over 1 million kills within the first 7-8 months of the feed being up.
Shit. Yeah, that's one server that just
they've
generates bodies.
Top players over 6K.
Yeah, fucking hell. So yeah, if you want to crank out those leaderboards, if you're a leaderboard chaser, it's definitely one to look for, and you can go into whatever server you like and chase it.
Yeah, it's in over 50 servers now.
That's the way to go.
Oh, is it? That's awesome. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's really awesome.
You can pull up the list wherever you like. It's got a function where you can, as a player, can pull up a list and it will give you how many players are on each server at that time. So for those streamers that want to incorporate it into their Discord, maybe you've got a server there. You can also use it to find out how many players are on what server at that exact time.
But wait, on any Discord, we can add that in as a feature.
If it's
I've put it in as basically like a global feature. So if you do players online global, it'll give you the online status of all the servers that are connected to our kill feed.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, right.
yeah,
Add
so
that in on mine with your teabag.
Yes.
Do that bit. Send me a how-to.
How do I do that? It's quite easy to set up. I've been playing and looking at the trader side of it, and being able to process orders, and it's basically just approve and move on, basically. So there's none of the they do all the purchasing. They set up the purchase order, what they want to buy, what they want to sell, blah blah blah, and all the admin has to do is go click, thank you, and it all processes through. It's lovely.
Yeah, nice.
Rather than have to sit there with your mathematics and check their account to see if they've got enough, and then make sure you move, process them, chatting backwards and forwards. It's just a simple click, yep, and done and dusted. And I believe that's what the good thing about it is, just making that simple, nice and easy process of buying and selling on console.
Yeah, all an admin has to do now is just check the orders, check that they've been paid, give it ready and give it to the player. I mean, if you've got access to the spawner bot via the kill feed, then you can spawn the items in at your trader. We're also working on a Jason spawner. I'm just debating whether to do it as an empty custom shop, and then when the player uses the spawn command, after the server reset, the shop would then be stocked with their items for them to go in and get it, or whether to give it access to do pinpoint spawns direct to their feet via Jason. I'm just in two minds on whether to do a custom shop or pinpoint to player. So
yeah, it's that particular thing is that line between, is it too much power to hand over to somebody in a situation where they're approving 40 M4s getting dropped at their feet? You know what I'm
exactly
that's the balance between that and trying to configure it for I suppose the owner and the players to have reassurance that their base didn't get knocked into because of a salty admin dropped 400 C4s at this particular point at their base and then clicked one of them.
Yeah, well, at the moment the way it's set up that only admins with the admin role can actually use the spawn commands, and it's on the basis that you're spawning the items to stock trader to fill orders rather than spawn them at the player.
Correct.
Although, because of the way it's set up and you can use every event category, if you wanted to, as an admin, you can spawn gas strikes using the spawn command on any location. So you could technically use it, like you were saying, as an admin dropping bombs or bears on people. You could use it in that respect as well, but
that's it. You hear that, Warden?
It is specifically designed for loot, but you
keep
could
talking cheat. Gonna start spawning gas strikes at your feet.
Hey.
What?
You just make sure he's nowhere near me
Nah,
to do that then, eh? Jesus.
You want to be team warden, you cop team warden.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. He goes down, you go down. You signed that contract. That's on you.
What have I done?
What have I done? So, a little about yourself, Teabag. Where did you learn to, start coding and coding in depth with, Carlbot and all the different programs you seem to be able to manipulate and get working? Where did it all begin?
Oh, bloody hell. 4 or 5 years ago, I think I got into it. After pretty much same as everyone does, really. I get fed up with a server and then think, oh, how hard is it to have a look into Nitrado, and next thing you know, you own the server and then start delving into it. So a lot of it is, I say, self-taught, but you got Scout Speeder, Don Sibley, Half Goblin helped me a lot with learning proxy coding and getting my head around a lot of stuff in the early years, bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yep.
And then after that, a lot of it was trial and error and picking things up and pushing the code out as far as you could, see what broke it, and then find the error, fix it, and then work around it.
Yeah, it's even push it again.
To develop new things before other people did, or you get an idea from someone else and that sparks something else off. And
the rabbit hole.
Yeah, exactly that. So a lot of it's self-taught, but a lot of it was from the guides and the people in the community as well. I still had to start somewhere. I didn't just wake up one day a good coder.
That's it. No previous experience, and just dived into it and started learning.
Yeah, I just got fed up one day.
Are you not? Is it like you don't have like a past history in coding or computers, or like are you a computer nerd or what? Or is just
I've played around with computers since I was like 12, 13 years old, hacking games and stuff on torrents and things.
hacking games?
Oh, they were the days, getting key generators off uTorrents.
Used to crack games on torrents and that back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go. See, they were good times. We started early ripping off game companies. I wonder why they give us shitty products now.
It's bad, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But they used to come out all polished and shit. No one bought them. Now everyone buys them, but they don't come out polished. It may be our fault. We do apologise for, going and stealing shit like that. Sharing it around. So what are the future plans for the bot? Is there anything you can release of any new options that are coming out?
List as long as my arm.
Yeah. There's a couple of ones that I particularly really took interest with. Being a person who is a bit of a server whore, jumps around a lot of servers. I believe that's in development of having a customizable picture for a single player to be able to then bounce between the servers, and say if I suicide, my little picture that I've decided to have or I've purchased comes up and has the peasant there with a pitchfork driving it into himself, or me bleeding, or you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
What?
Yeah, exactly that, mate.
Yes.
I
Tell
almost
us about
forgot
that.
about it, to be fair. I'm glad I send you half of the stuff that I've done,
Yeah.
because I forget some of the stuff that we've done. By the time I've done two things, I've moved on to the next. So basically, we've implemented server customization in two forms. You've got player customization, whereas now a player can come to us, obviously with ourselves and custom DayZ services, request a in-game character to be made, because we've got access to the animations mod on editor. You can have the character doing any sort of stance, dabbing, scratching your nuts, whatever you want, any clothes, weapon. And then that picture will then be assigned to the kill feed, to your gamer tag. So when you get a kill in game, rather than the weapons that we have showing for the kills in games, it'll show your character doing your stance or in your kit, whatever you want it to be.
That's it.
That's the form for
Poker.
player customization.
Awesome.
But as well, with the kill feed, we're implemented that now server owners, when they set up the kill feed on their server, that can now choose to change the colour of the embeds, rename the bot, and also add their server logo or a custom logo to the kill feed to make it actually custom to their server, so they don't just have to run our kill feed with our trademark all over it. They can custom tailor it to look and fit their server.
Jesus, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's really awesome.
you can have your logo as the little the picture rather than a trader bot. For me,
That's it.
yeah, for me personally, it's I like the fact that I'll be able to move around the server and someone will check the kill feed and there's Mr. the Peasant sticking his finger up or flipping the bird as the killing as I died, or me with my hands on my face when I looking apologetic. I think that's something that's especially for the player themselves.
You've seen the buttons recently.
Yeah.
With the new suicide image, and I've got 3 or 4 more to put in this weekend for kill streak, etc. But it's that one custom character that's sort of like the mime that we've set as the kill feed sort of mascot.
Yeah, the one who cops it the most. But yeah, you can go there, you can see what it was, especially with the bleed outs and stuff like that. It's a little graphical image, so it's bringing not just that plain, just a text script, but it gives it a little bit more character to the kill feed, makes it a little bit more, I suppose, showboaty. And so, yep, look out for the peasant. It'll be sign up for when that's ready. I want to have me stabbing someone in the head with a pitchfork or something like that as my "you got killed by the peasant." 1 foot on the body, please, with the bloke on the ground with the pitchfork in his back.
Yeah, looking over in the distance.
That's
like,
it.
like king-like.
I think the weapon pictures on there, the weapon images are really handy, because now rather than even though we've got it really clear on the embed for the kill data, rather than scrolling through looking for your name, you can, because our gun images are so clear in HD, you can just go through the kill feed looking for the weapon that you killed with, rather than having to scroll through looking for your gamer tag.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I don't even read the thing anymore. I just, suicide, blah, 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 yep. Oh, there it is. There's me. Pitchfork. Beautiful. But yeah.
That would definitely make things...
So yeah, definitely check that out. Something a little bit new to the kill feed, and as a player yourself, you could just individually do it. So you could just come in. The server doesn't have to have it all customized or anything like that. You could step in. But it's also good for the owner and the admin team to be able to have their own pictures and recognize it, so you do know when you get killed by the admin.
Are they actually are they pictures, or are they like little, do they sort of animate?
I can add animated images to it, but that's a lot more hassle to it to animate stuff. It's the expense of the program of animation more than anything, for it to be cost effective for players as well.
Yeah, fair.
On a realistic scale, an animated image is the difference between like a £35 image to a £10 image.
Yep, so it's a cost factor.
Yeah.
So maybe something in the future that'll be added to,
If you like the co-host images for the TPP podcast with you, Greedy and Smiley, all standing there together, picture that, but it's just your character.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smiley's like, we have an intro?
I like that one. Yeah. I was like, what? Wait. I wonder what he's talking about. I saw it.
No, but your one is a good
First
one
bait, it's
with
pretty
the marijuana leaf army outfit. Like that's an absolutely wicked one with your character model in it. It's the same sort of thing. You can have that up there if you want to. You could just be standing the buff if you like.
Yeah, you can. Well, if you really wanted to, you could have your little smiley face. If you wanted.
with a so I could be in the bath with like a like a zombie with me, like a monster. Just saying.
I wondered where you was going with that.
Yeah, she got the sauciest pick on the kill feed. All right. Well, I want to shift the conversation a little away from the bot and move on to the recent re-release, or I suppose renaming of the servers. The whole Hydra series is coming out. Do you want to talk about the servers? Not only the ones on Xbox, the ones you have on other platforms.
Yeah. I actually completed the change last night. I'm swapping all the servers over
Oh,
underneath the Hydra name. I mean, after nearly pushing 4 years as Madness as a brand, I think full map was running a little bit stale, and it's. I mean, I can't say I've dedicated enough time to advertising because I'm so busy. I haven't. But so many years behind that brand now, I just felt it's time for a change to spice it up a little bit. And with Hydra, our server on PC, and I've crossed over a lot of the mods and the builds that we use on our PC server over onto console. I thought it only seemed natural to bring Hydra to console properly. So we've now got Hydra full map, got Hydra PvP Northeast Airfield, Northwest Airfield, and Balota on Xbox.
ooh.
Hydra Winter Day 1 on PC.
Oh,
Our
nice.
PC
Okay.
servers actually partnered with Banov Official, so we've got exclusive access to the nano suits and special guns and stuff from Banov servers over on Hydra.
That's it. So,
Fuck yeah.
if you haven't seen that, they're a full modded suit that's turns you into Fallout. Basically, that's probably the best way I could describe it. Like a power suit.
Wait, really?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
Really?
yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It's MBC kit, it's got built-in MVGs. The bullets, I'd say bulletproof, but if you're using tappers, you can get headshot through it after a few headshots. It don't take one, it takes several. But you're pretty OP when you finally get hold of one. But there's only one ever in the server per reset. And you've got to be able to get into the bunkers and that where it's stored to collect it.
I thought you meant like you had like mechs on there that we could hop in a mech. Is that possible for DayZ? Can we have a mech or not?
There was, I know, there was
Have
a
you not
PC
seen
server
that
out that was
tech
mixed.
server?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, there's a tech
Yeah,
server?
it's got
Yeah, it's
bloody
fucking insane.
robot dinosaurs and complete like tech suit where you got a full body skeleton on.
Fuck.
Oh, is that the one that
It's
sort of looks like
fucking
Halo?
insane.
Yeah,
The one that's
It's-
got the Halo
to
vibe?
me,
Yeah,
it's stupid for DayZ because it's like
Yeah,
Ark. If you like, it's a lot like Ark and the tech dinosaurs and stuff brought over to DayZ. It's just not right.
Yeah. See, I think that's where DayZ excels, and it has a very good correspondence with, games like Roadblocks and Minecraft, where, like the other night I was watching some short, and I thought I was watching Rust, but it wasn't Rust; it was Minecraft. They had full guns, the helicopters, the whole kit and caboodle, kicked in his base, the whole. And I'm like, I had to flick up and down onto the short because it didn't make sense. I was looking at Minecraft, but full guns and stuff like that. Is DayZ one of those games where you can, is it just now a platform for the ever expanding ideas of the community rather than,
Yeah.
this apocalyptic game of survival?
Well, it is a sandbox, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what all those games, that's what it has in common with the other with Roblox and Minecraft. It's like open for, and people can play basically however they like. That's what makes it awesome. But at the end of the day, like we've talked about this heaps of times that, um, yeah, I mean, you can go play with your dinosaurs and stuff, but you're not gonna, you're not gonna. The reality is, you're not gonna live there, are you? You're not gonna live on that server. You know, it's not gonna be your. It's going to be one of those servers that you go and have a, a play around on,
That's
and
it. I
then
dabble on the
essentially go back to the
dinosaurs.
core game. Yeah, and then you go
Mm.
back to the core game, like the whole survival and just, meet people on the coast or whatever. But Minecraft's the same. Like, you'll go over and might, add in a few, play with some mods and shit. My son makes mods for Minecraft, but at the end of the day, always end up going back to the OG.
That's it. Having to sit with that pickaxe and mine away. But is it the point that PC are now at the end of the apocalyptic run? Is it the point that they created the game that they wanted? They've been able to implement the mods to be able to formulate the game into the exactly how we would like to see it in some elements. Um, but is it
I mean,
yeah, is it going to go further than this? What's next on where does PC go with DayZ?
I guess the sky's the limit. That seems to evolve
Yeah.
like that every few months. There's something completely new that comes out on it that blows your mind. But as
that's
Smiley
what I was
said,
going to say.
they always seems to come back to that hardcore survival servers come out, and that's what everyone will always flock back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely it's I suppose a sort of a little dead end for PC, and maybe that's where the expansion of the console modders and the popularity of console modders, really kicks off, because there is just it's basically restarting the whole process again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starting off with basically a game that's semi-broken and trying to find ways to add in stuff and merge in stuff and look,
Yeah, and I think they will open up more to us slowly over time, like they did with PC, but it's just a waiting game still, ain't it?
yeah. Was it similar? I wasn't around in the early days of, especially with PC modding and stuff like that. Has it been a similar path that consoles taken with the?
Early days, the code was completely different. A lot of it was JSON script, not all the XML that it is now.
Oh, and they just updated their code to obviously help run it
There's
faster.
half the code there is now. Suppository on Bohemia Interactive's website, where you can get the code source all the way back to the very first one. And if it was only like a few weeks ago, I was having a look at it with someone, and we were looking for it then. And I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 files to the original first one, all in JS. Uh, and then over the years they've changed it.
Modified it and added to it and expanded off it, and that might be a little interesting little delve one day. See how broken it really was.
Well, I know there was that server a little while ago that came out on the was it 0.32, like the original before they changed the engine. There was someone that recreated that as a server. That was fucking hectic.
Really, 0.32. Wow. That's when it would first shifted over from armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's hectic. That's absolutely crazy. that nostalgia of retro DayZ gaming. We'll get there one day.
Oh,
We'll get there one
I tell
day.
you
There's a
what.
few still out there, retro DayZ servers with the OG map with Miskino, Tent City, like old school Northwest Airfield. You can still go and play it.
Oh, can ya? That's actually really cool.
Yeah, on PC you can.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hectic.
Bastards.
Bastards.
You know how like TikTok comes up. TikTok comes up and it says on this day, and you can repost what you posted, like, a TikTok that you posted like on that day a few years back, whatever. Yeah. So one came up for me the other day. It was 2 years ago. It was like on this day, and it was like just me picking up a chicken, being excited. That was 1.114. How excited we were that we could finally pick up a chicken. Remember you couldn't pick up a
you
chicken?
could pick it up.
It just blew my mind watching that back, going, oh, we were just like fucking over the moon. All these other games are getting like all these sick outfits and shit, and we're like, we can fucking pick up a chicken. Yes. That's the little things.
Yeah, and I was going through some of my old clips, and I was looking at base rating from 2020, and here we are passing barrels directly through the gap, and the gap's bloody huge because you couldn't get the fences close enough together, and he just jumps on the barrel and jumps over the fence, and the way we got in is we used the barrel to jump onto that and to get onto his tent. So
Yeah, done.
if you ever think that the game hasn't progressed, definitely go back into the older files. Go back onto DayZ and go load up a server that way and check what it was like all the way back then.
Oh, look at it now. You can't even walk through beers anymore.
No, you can't walk through bears.
Beers are...
Oh, you mean when they're
they're
dead?
cold
You can't
now.
hide in them.
No.
You can humans
no
though.
more
You can
hiding in
play
the
it.
beer. Which is,
can
it's
hide
only
inside a player,
the bigger
though.
animals. Yeah, it's weird. It scared the shit out of me the other day, it did.
Oh, there's nothing better than hiding in a bear.
Indeed.
Back to the server. So what are some of the issues or problems that you've had, being an owner, and I'm supposed you've had quite a few, being 4 years into the market? What would probably be the most stand out?
Nitrado.
Dealing with them?
Yeah, they're probably the biggest ruddy problem in the whole thing.
Would you say
Between
they've
them,
improved?
reset loops, and I'd say they've stayed a flat rate level throughout. I think it depends who you get, really. When you're dealing with their support staff, it's hit and miss. So you get, really, whether it's someone that wants to actually deal with you or someone that just wants to deal with you like a computer.
Yeah, do the ticket and move on rather than actually find out what your issue is, try and solve it, and give that little bit of customer service.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the AMD ADM reports and the mini dumps now that the server produces, you got a lot more like visual control over what's actually happening in the background. So when you know there's a problem actually in the crash reports related to a host machine rather than a server, and then you have to spend 5 to 6 days actually arguing the fact with Nitrado's team before they actually fix the problem, because they're so reluctant to accept the actual fault on their side.
Yeah. And they're not dealing with just your regular customers. They're not dealing with somebody who doesn't know. And, I can't find my cursor on my screen. Sir, is your computer turned on? No, not yet.
Have you validated your files? Yeah, that's like the most basic thing we teach ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, so, being a bit more professionalism to their customer service. And I do think they need to release a second and a third provider to counteract or to get Nitrado to sort of, pull their socks up a little bit when it comes to, delving into customer service with issues and problems. I think that's one of the major things. There's no fallout for bad customer service.
And there's plenty of them out there. I mean, there's 15 easy that I know of that host DayZ.
Yeah. Would it be that?
And all round about the same sort of rates as well. So it's not. It is a competitive market, but it's a fair market.
Yeah, that's right. But I think that's where Microsoft has taken that initiative in the gaming world, and probably the only thing I don't like about Xbox, and in some cases do like about Xbox, how powerful Microsoft is to gain exclusivity, put on those special features, but they also get to pick and choose who and what we do with who we go with. I mean, we're one of the only platforms.
Of what you do with it.
Yeah, we're one of the only platforms that you don't actually just go to Nitrado and say, "Hey, I'd like to buy a server." You got to go into your game store and go through that way.
Yeah, even that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, 100%. It's not as easy or user friendly. I've even had instances where you buy a server, extend it, and all of a sudden you got a new one. It's like, whoa. And then you got to go through the process of saying, listen, and explain yourself, and that feeling of, hey, I'm not the idiot, it's your dumbass bloody program.
Yeah, I've bought DayZ servers before, or test servers and full servers to put live, and on install they've installed as ARC servers and crazy shit.
It's got a totally different game. Oh, if only they learn. But from that, what would you say would be some of the good moments of your little DayZ community career over the last 5 years? What's something that stands out that you really take to makes you feel good?
Some of the people I've met for it, yourself and my admins and stuff. I mean, I've met some great people and made some good friends over the 4 or 5 years that I'm doing it. And some, yes, Smiley, and you. Like I say, some of these guys, you're all around the world. Like, it's not like we're all local people to each other, but we all get together on weekends and piss around with each other and have a laugh. That's something to take away from it, at least.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't personally own servers filled with players as such. It just happens over time. I mean, I'll make a test server, piss around on it, make something I really like, and then think I should turn this into a server, and then that's how I've ended up with 7 bloody servers.
So many ideas, but you can't give them up. No, I want that one, and that one, and that one, and that one too.
Yeah, you get happy with something, because once you're happy with it, you don't want to change it.
And then you get a better idea. Ah, fuck, now I'm going to make a new one. So...
Yeah, I've got two test servers at the moment, but I've promised myself I'm not going to turn them 2 into a server.
So when's this next server release?
Yeah, next week. But it's funny because it was always been one of my like little, not like a massive peeve, a little peeve is like when I go onto a server and I go, oh, you've just chucked that there and you've put that here and it doesn't even flow, it doesn't make any fucking sense, you're just putting in shit that you want, but it's, it doesn't have a theme and stuff and it looks like a mess. And then now with my server, I'm like, oh, I'll just make this. Oh, all I do with it, I'll just dump it in my server. And now it's just got this whole mismatch fucking shit everywhere. I'm like, maybe I should take the because it's like, animal arsenal hunting, I'm like, well, yeah, Yeah, you can hunt on there, but you'll also find like, giant Cheyenne with a train through her head. And you'll find, a zombie mosh pit.
Yeah, that's it. That's got grenades straight off the bat with food.
It's got, yeah, yeah.
Insight into
I know.
Smiley's mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, maybe that's what I should change it to. Call it that. Just random shit.
That's it, random. The shed.
So I feel ya. But I don't want to have fork out all that money for multiple servers. I'm like, I'll just chuck it all in.
Just mix it all in
The
together.
locals won't mind. The locals won't mind. I have a little handful of locals on there, and sometimes they're wandering around. They send a message, go, "What the fuck is this?" Oh yeah, it's something new.
But it does raise a good point of a lot of servers and a lot of servers, community servers out there are people's inspiration and take on the game and then brought to life. How they see DayZ and, sometimes with the ability of editor, I know myself with building events and stuff, you can really do anything. So, once your brain starts to get tinkering, you might lead onto a track where you're like, yep, let's make an arena where I can blow up Zeds just whenever I like, and I'll just keep respawning. To you see the point of how fun that is, but somebody else on the outside might go,
Yeah.
why the hell does she have a pit with just NPC Zeds that constantly just spawn repetitively? And it's trying to...
Oh, you wait to my...
Yeah?
You wait till my next one with the goats. I'm gonna see if I can make up a goat mosh pit and just see all that red freaking the evil goats.
Oh, yeah, the spooky ones.
The spooky ones and all that it's just gonna be red explosions everywhere. The color in that's gonna be amazing, and the sounds that they make. Imagine a mosh pit full of them with those sounds. It's gonna be a glorious visual and what do you call it when you listen to something? Visual and audio.
Yep.
Experience. Yeah.
Come and get the visual and audio experience on Animal Arsenal as you throw grenades at undead goats with red beam eyes making hella scary sounds.
Yeah.
Let the colours flow.
Yeah, I'm working on it at the moment. I've only made the outside. I haven't finished yet, so that'll be a good time.
But that's, once again, that's one of the things that started with one person finding it in the code and it's spreading like wildfire. And that happens quite often in the Xbox and PlayStation community where someone unlocks something and people are like, oh, that's sick, and woof, you just watch it spread like wildfire.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if there's a little bit more to it or not, because like I showed you the other night in the log report after you spawned them in, it throws that flag error for missing animation for the spooky goat. So I wonder if it's just because it's in experimental files and it's not actually implemented until the October Halloween event. So they've just deactivated the actual animation for it in the background.
It just behaves like a normal goat.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's something else, because it does flag the error that it's missing the AI element for the goat.
It better breathe fire.
When you shoot it has the smoke, it has all the effect. So
even if they Adkcue.
Ooh.
Adkcue.
That's what I'd assume.
Yeah,
that's what I'd
ram
assume
at
by
you.
the fact by it flagging that error of missing AI. I'd assume that they would attack you like a zombie goat or something of that state anyway.
You wouldn't expect an evil goat to run away from you, would you?
Nah.
It's an evil fucking devil goat, as if it's you walk up and it's going to run away going, ah!
Fuck that.
Ah!
I want it to burst into
it's gonna
flame
stop.
as it chases you. Hell yeah.
Shoot out flamage at you so you catch on fire.
That's it. Yep. Ooh, I'm super excited for Halloween now. Bring on Halloween. I want to find out what you've done, Devs. You give us a little taste. Now let's...
Hey, well, we're getting closer to feral animals, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true too. or undead animals, having,
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for that, undead animals.
that's it.
Maybe them sort of throwing us a bone.
Killer chickens, walking into town hearing a chicken and it just turns around and gets in here rather than runs away.
Oh yeah, that takes the chicken to bear spawns on a whole new level then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're up at Tizzy and there's like this flock of chickens coming at you. Like all savage chickens. You're like, oh,
Oh
fuck.
god, that scares the shit out. It takes me the day back on the farm when geese would chase the fuck out of you and scare you as a little kid.
Yeah, that's what I want. So see someone run down the main street
Yeah.
of Tizzy getting chased by a
Childhood.
flock.
Yeah, bring in that childhood trauma element.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, Mr. Teabag, we want to know, what's your hours? How much time have you spent over the last 5 years of rolling this?
Jerking
Or
off.
he's got no time for that. He's too busy getting DM for you about, can you fix this on my server? I broke it again.
I tried, actually, I have so many. I actually do sit there and go, I could just ask Teabag right now. And I go, no, don't bother him, just leave him. I
don't
could
mind.
ask so much. I'd be there every day.
But how much Teabag? How much time?
Well, across all platforms or
Yep.
just console?
Yep. Give us an estimated hourage.
Across both platforms, close to 10k. On PC, since my last wipe, I was actually just showing my eldest boy last night because he was proud of the fact that he had 500 hours in Rust. I showed him since I last reinstalled DayZ on my PC. I got 4,890 odd hours on just PC. And then that doesn't count editor time because editor is a different program, so the time on DayZ tools is separated from it.
Oh, fuck.
Console's a bit different because it comes up on there in months, doesn't it, rather than hours.
Yeah.
Console says.
It comes up in days.
In days, yeah, in days.
Yeah, I'm into months now.
Wait, that's a thing?
Mine's
Yours actually
mine
clicked over
shows
into
in
months.
Months
Yeah,
and
mine
What the
years.
shows in
fuck?
months.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's a lot of time to be involved, isn't it? And that's why you feel so comfortable in this arena. You spend so long here, it's just like home.
Spend more time in it than they do in the real world half the time.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the real world. What are you talking about?
Like the Matrix, you know? All the rest isn't real, man.
That's
This
it.
is the real one.
It's just a figment of your imagination. Alrighty. Well, that's enough for our onesies. We're going to kick off with our halftime show. So
Yeah, halftime show.
this time I'm going to have to incorporate one of our co-hosts to battle our guest.
That'll be cute, because I like to watch.
Well, I like to win.
about the
Been
battle?
doing that a lot lately.
Yeah. I like to watch two men battle. Let's do this.
Is it swords out, gentlemen?
We're not having a sword fight, are we?
In her head you are. In her head you are.
We're doing a lot more than sword fighting in my head. Mister.
Alrighty,
Put
so
my clothes back on.
this is our little course. All our cars are on the over in the field. There's also some sarkers in the ditch. To give you an idea of the track you should probably take, if you drive up this road to where the bus stop is, hang on to the grass and then do a loop around, you'll get ample enough speed to launch your vehicle off this jump and into our new designed zombie
You'd
bowling
have to
track.
pre-inspect and own it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You'll need
Fuck, I
to.
love the zombie bowling.
Yeah, we're going to keep this in for a couple of weeks now and run a little leaderboard. So we'll see how many people can get. You get 3 cars. This time we're
So
separated.
tempted to punch you off.
You would dare. You would dare.
He said he wants to fist you from behind.
That's it. Oh, well, that's like everybody. So
Don't you dare ruin this outfit.
we'll keep track. We'll keep track of the highest scores. There is no higher scores being set so far. So between Q and Teabag, you guys get to set the first
You've
your
got to try and
names.
take out as many as you can.
Yeah. So if you launch a
Yeah.
car and land it and it's still operational, you can drive around and run as many as you over. Turn-wise, if someone's still on the and you launch off, that still doesn't matter. You can hit them off. So if you want to go together, you can go together. You get 3 cars in total. Did you fall off?
You
Right,
can't get
yeah.
out and punch the zombies though. You can't get
Yeah,
out of
you
the car
can-
and punch them and
you-
kill them. You
you-
have to do it with your car.
Everything has to be done to the car. You should be able to, if you do survive, just jump off and head across to the little pier that we have. But it doesn't matter what car you use, just need to use 3. All right, bruv, quick, we gotta go. They're super keen. So this one's been designed so you can, if you wanted to, you can basically get on the platform with them if you wanted to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like dodgems.
That's it. Have the car come and crush you. You don't count as
We
a
should do
point,
that
but
one week. Have someone be there.
there.
That's a bonus point if you get the person.
That's it. They can run around.
I'll go on this level.
All
Yeah.
right. So this is Q straight up.
Ooh, nice launch.
Oh.
Oh, only one though.
1.
Oh,
He's
no,
still
he's
alive. 2. Oh. Oh, he pushed that one in.
4, 5. Oh no, that one didn't go down.
Waiting for Teabag to come down. He doesn't have to wait. He can just power it.
Oh,
Oh.
you fucked it. You fucked it.
Oh,
You're doing so well too.
all right, bruv. How many? 1 off there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I thought 8, but yeah.
No,
I
you
thought it was
can
8.
be the official keeper.
Oh fuck, really? Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we better do that together just in case.
Oh.
I feel 8 with that one.
Oh. Did he survive? Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
but it is a cargo. Oh yeah, there.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Fuck, he's doing
Oh,
good.
he's might even clear this whole bottom section.
Yeah. 12, 13.
Oh.
We stuck? No, he's good. $14.
Yep. There's 16 in that bottom piece and 25 in the other. Oh.
15. Oh,
Fuck it.
you're not coming back from that teabag?
Nope.
You had one left, too.
I'll take that.
15. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty,
I'll take
that's
that.
decent. Hey, teabag, stay there and see if you can, like, catch, Q when he comes. Oh, I mean, like,
Yeah.
in the car. Catch Q when he comes. Catch his cum.
So how much was that? Official count? 15.
15.
Oh.
Oh, he's only gonna get one here, bruv.
Yep. If he's alive.
Adkcue. How you doing down there, buddy?
No, we just didn't want to.
Yeah, no, he's dead, boss.
Yeah, he's dead. We were going to do a bigger standing spot, but it takes away from the viewage of your feet. Who's having a suss down the bottom there?
Alright, teabag.
That's it. You get 3 cars.
Are you fishing?
He's going to get. See, PCers and they're fishing. They see a lake and all they want to do is go fish.
Oh, hang on. Hold
Oh,
up. He was
I
just
come
up one.
back.
Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah, 9 then. That's 9 he's total.
yeah, that's it. That's all in the backs now.
That's it.
He's trying to get out.
Did
Oh, no, I killed
He's
it.
uncaught in there. I think he fell over and uncaught in there. I'm looking for bubbles.
There we go. We got no bubbles
Oh yeah,
left.
there he
Gemma.
is. There he is. He just popped up. His little body just floated to the top.
All right, little launch of the century to get over this gap. That's where the skill part comes into it. Oh, not recommended.
Not,
Not,
even.
not recommended.
Wow.
So currently, Teabag's in the lead with 15.
Yep, Q's at 9. So Q needs to come and get like these guys basically.
Yep, he needs to clean this
Then
up or he
we're,
loses.
Then we're even. Oh, if he gets all of them there, if he makes it the second section and all of them, he wins
Oh, it's all on this.
by 1.
Oh,
By 1.
oh.
Holy shit!
How did he stay on?
This could be it, bro. 1, 2.
3. Oh, we got to
yeah,
kill him.
4.
Don't push him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
3.
got it off.
Yeah. Four. Oh!
Oh,
he marked it!
oh,
Come on, kid!
oh.
Come on! He got 5.
That's it. Teabag got one more
Oh,
car.
no, Q. Have they still got one
God
more
damn
car
it.
each?
Nah, Q's,
He can't punch
No,
him.
that's my last.
that's his last car. Now it's
Oh, his
Teabag.
last car.
Teabag now gets to set the
Oh,
record.
14. You were just 1 behind, Q. Just 1. You just had to get those 2 and you won the game. How's that feel?
Oh, he's getting
Here he
stomped on.
comes.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
alright. Jesus, Snoop.
Yeah, that's it. You can't. I don't think you'd be able to get round unless you
There's
could.
nothing to kill.
Nah, you have to get, have to get a
They're
little.
on this side.
They're on this side.
You failed.
That's it. Unless you can
He's
get
over on the
round.
side.
No. We made a good divide there. A good divide.
He's
Well, that ends it. So,
Yeah.
ending
LT Bag
score
wins by 1.
by 1.
15.
And put them on the leaderboard. So we're going to get a little design up, a little leaderboard we flash every week. So our guests are remembered. Currently 15 is the hit. So in total, there's 25 in the back section and there's 16 in the front section. Yeah, 25 in the back. Sounds like a college train.
We're still on the train theme,
Yeah,
people.
that's
We're in
it.
week 2 and we're still on the train theme.
That's it.
Toot toot. All aboard.
That's it. You can't throw your pants because you lost. You lost by 1. The winner is Teabag. 15 to 14.
Oh, well, congratulations.
You win a free ticket as being the engine of a train. Well done.
Throw one of these down.
That's it. It was quite easy to tell who was who. But next time, if we got a few guests, we've got 3 or 4 people running, we've got some CVs we can tack on you so we can hear you, get your reaction as you launch over the top.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, yep.
That Humvee was proper shit. That didn't go nowhere.
Jesus.
It died in the ass, didn't
I
it?
loaded it in and people can actually hear me.
It just
Yeah.
dropped.
Just like a heavy weight.
It was a floppy one.
That's it. It prematured.
I didn't think it had prematured. It just didn't happen. It was like, bleh. Didn't even make it in the hole. It was like,
Alrighty, but yep, officially, Teabag and Q enter the scoreboards. Teabag's the winner on 15, Q 14. Absolutely wicked. Absolutely wicked.
Oh, 1 point.
1 point difference. All he needed to do
1
was to not beach himself on the edge, and he may have taken the title.
yeah, he fucked it.
He fucked it. But that's okay. He may get another shot to redeem himself another day. Oh, shit.
Ooh!
Yeah, we ain't redeeming shit. Give me a go here.
Oh, fuck, he's got a mace. That reminds me of last night.
Time to shine, Teabag.
When we all go to sleep
to
if you
shine.
don't hurry up.
Come on, Teabag.
What are you hiding?
Oh,
Yep. Last scene.
Take it, Teabag.
Con-
You won it.
Contemplating,
Is it that time?
it's that time.
That time.
It's time to go knuckle deep.
Alright, here we
I'll
go.
bend over at the right end.
That's it.
He likes a little comeback.
He
Likes a little comeback.
Oh, shit. Well, I dare say I have asked you this question before, Mr. Teabag. So we'll move to another question for you this week, I think. What is your favourite weapon, melee and firearm, and why?
Ooh, melee. Gotta be sledgy. Shock damage, quick knockout.
Yeah.
And gun, console, the AUG, and Tundra.
Org Tundra.
What about on PC?
Yeah, I don't like the Org. I hate the canted sights.
I do like the AX, but the canter's alright as long as you put a red dot on it. It skips it, doesn't it? But canted is shit. I'll give you that.
See, I'm an iron sight man. I hate using sights on my assault rifles.
Yeah, I can't stand that side. I don't know why.
Oh,
that
why?
And
That's
side
also,
awesome.
just
aim.
to add to that, what's your favourite weapon in the bedroom? Just saying, that's what he actually wanted to ask. He was too embarrassed, so he asked me to ask that. Add that on the question.
Look, you. Do you want to go to sleep till it's your turn, huh? Huh?
You should see what he's actually asked me. Because everyone thinks that I come up with my questions. No, I don't. It's actually Q. He writes them out for me every week, and I have to say them.
Yep.
Anyway,
Right.
what's
Don't
the
tell
answer
them
to
that.
that?
Well, that was a
Alright,
fucking
wake up
quick
soon.
sleep.
Yeah, she'll be alright in a minute. Alright. Mr. Peasant, what about you?
Oh, shit. My favourite gun?
I think he's stunned silent after that.
Caught him short. He's fought host takeover. I'm stepping away for a fake quickly.
No. Oh, I can't hear me.
I regret knocking
No!
him out now.
No!
He
Not
was
again!
This is also what he does. He also knocks
There
me
you
out
go.
and has his way.
Alright, we're back now. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
fuck
bet.
it.
Hey.
Only in my server do I have the most problem with VoIPs. I agree. The org, I like it with a red dot. I don't like the side sights. I don't know why they did that. It's one of my pet hates with the S vowel. It's that fucking side sights, which is garbage.
Canted sight.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why. Is it a gun thing? Is it something cool in guns? Being Australian, we don't have guns at all. It's very rarely seen. I dealt with guns in my life when I worked at the thoroughbred stud looking after racehorses, and they were only shotguns and 22s just in case we had to put something down over it. But yeah, the org with
See, I always thought the whole point of the canted sight was because you had a scope and a canted sight on the side, so you can always canter to the side and not have to rely on the scope.
yeah, but it doesn't
So
have
that
that.
makes no sense to have a. Ah, that's right.
It's too high in sights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can't switch between the two, the canted sight to the normal one, it's a bit pointless putting the canted sight on it.
Yeah, 100%.
You should be tilting the gun on its side or semele to use the canted.
Yeah, not looking down it. But maybe in the future that's what we'll get. We'll get that. You'd be able to just have the scope and it flick from one side to the other and actually turn it. Because that's the one thing that annoys me about trying to shoot iron sight with a scope. You can't see. You get this little, once they drift in front of the scope, you're gone. If it kicked to the side and had that canted like they did on COD, that'd be quite handy. But yeah, org red dot, no problems at all. And everyone knows what sniper rifle. I'll bin everything for a Mosin. So
Yeah. And I dare say we know which is your new melee, but is it still your favourite since the update?
My favourite melee will always be the sword. I think the sword is.
Oh.
Yeah, even though the pitchfork is the representative.
pitchfork.
Nah, see, it's. Now, the pitchfork's good for distance, for being able to attack people from an actual distance away. It's got a good reach on it, especially its swing. When you're running at someone, it just goes over the head. But you can get quite overwhelmed by someone with just fists. Plenty of times I've beaten people up with a pitchfork because I know it's not that handy versus someone with fists. But yeah, since they incorporated the sword, that's it.
Not yet. Don't make me feel twice.
It's him talking the dirty talk, not me.
That's
He's
it.
talking about handies and fists. He's like, I could do a handy and I could he's happy either way.
Would you like me to slap it or punch it?
You're going to get it by... You can't knock him out, Smiley, and I'm sure it's your bad influence.
That's it.
No, not.
You think you would think that, but it's the other way around, to be honest.
I have a little,
see,
I actually have a
I
little,
get the
little
blame
greedy
for giving
peasant
you
in
all
my
the
hand.
I get the blame for giving you the questions. Really, you get like a sneaky little note every day before the start, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
It's called
He's
Saturday
like,
Night
yeah,
Stream.
let's continue the train. Let's get on that train.
Well, it's been my hype.
well,
That's
in
it.
my
It's
head all
my
the time.
that's my hype train song. I've been coaching it along for the last 2 years.
Yeah. See? It's
Well,
subliminal
with that
messages.
start of the smut, we might as well pass it on to the lovely Smiley.
Yeah, well,
Well-
here's the thing. I've just been like, okay.
So ain't got over the last question.
I think she's going for a new level on this one from what's been.
Yeah.
She's
I don't think she could beat the last one.
well, she's trying to tell me over the last couple of days, and I'm just like, nope. If I don't know, I can claim deniability.
Yeah. I'm gonna like look down the camera here. Actually, just say.
Would you
big
like?
fun?
Would you
on
like?
the podcast?
That's it. Would you like a warning? The following statement may contain sexual and adult themes.
Yes.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I got
And,
3 bands, so
also-
it's okay.
Okay, cool. Okay. And I may be fired after this one, just saying. All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's hectic. I apologise to anyone who gets
Emma's not
offended on
allowed
this
to
one.
give them the ears.
No, just bear with me. It does have it is DayZ related, okay?
Yep.
It's ultimately the questions are about crafting and making food as well.
Yep.
So
But
my
that doesn't
question,
sound bad to start with, but it's coming from you.
Yeah,
So.
that's it. We all know.
yeah. So as we've established over the last week or two, we're back on the wagon. I think that's what I say when I'm failing. So I'm on the wagon. No, I'm off the wagon. Sorry, I'm off the wagon, aren't I? When I'm doing really good, and now I'm off it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway. So with my my porn addiction, it's been back in a big way. So I've come across this dude that's on Pornhub, and he likes to make some homemade stuff. Uh,
Likes a little home brew.
very Yeah, yeah. We're not talking like a buff man. We're talking uh, well, let's just say he's just average sort of guy. And anyway, he has a basement, and in his basement, it's still very old school, dank. Just trying to paint a visual here. It's got the old faded yellow
Paint
carpet. Yeah, paint an image
sounds
in your head.
more like a book than painting.
Yeah, word picture, as Trip calls it, a word picture.
Word picture.
I'm painting a word picture.
That's it. She's dancing around it. She's still trying to
And
work it out. You just got to get the
Yeah,
process.
I'm
That's
trying this is gonna be my last time on the show. I'm dragging it out. Okay. In the basement, and it's dank. It's like one of those basements that probably a lot of average people have. They just chuck random shit in there. And anyway, so this is where he likes to film his stuff. He doesn't talk. He just walks in. He walks in clothes. Uh,
Does he
then
have a
he
criminal
takes his
record?
probably. I would say so. Um, and he takes his clothes off, and he walks over, to over the side, and he brings out something that he has crafted himself. It's a bucket, and he puts it in front of the camera. And in the bucket, he has cemented in a dildo. Oh, fuck.
Right. Here's where it goes south.
Just give me a second.
she,
Okay.
she just realised
Dildos in the concrete.
she just told the
in
world what
bucket.
she watches.
Anywho, so that he's butt naked. He eases himself. I can't crouch slowly, but just imagine this is in slow motion. He eases himself onto the dildo on
Ouch.
the bucket. And then he reaches down and he grabs a set of handcuffs. Oh, it's not over. It's not
You
over.
can
Which are
move
also
about
in
like that.
DayZ. Can I say handcuffs are also in DayZ? He grabs the handcuffs and handcuffs himself. So he's handcuffs his hands together in front of himself. And anyway, so he starts like these ones on the bucket with the dildo, with his hands cuffed in front of him, jerking off. Anyway, so he does that, and he's doing his thing. And anyway, I'm thinking, well, this is going for a while. And on Pornhub, right, you can if you something that goes for too long, or chicks are just giving way too much time on blowjobs, which just gets boring as fuck after a while. And so you start scrolling, but you can still see it, hear it up the top. I'm having a browse, and then I hear this weird noise. I hear this noise. I'm like, oh fuck, I know what that sound is. So I quickly scroll up and I rewind it back just a little bit. So he's finished doing these ones. And I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it at first. But also in front of him is a plate. And so he jizzes into the plate, and he picks up the plate, looks at the camera real slow, walks up, right up close. He looks at the
I
camera
don't
and
want to
he
hear. I don't want to hear it.
goes, and literally
Oh,
slurps
God.
it, not licks or anything, slurps up that cheese, and it's like, you know how it's all gooey, so it's sort of just like, you know, if he's sucking up like slime or something, it all moves in one motion, and he's just like, and he sucks it all up,
Yep.
and yeah.
Now
That
that
was,
now
that's
DayZ
the
related.
Yeah, so my question is,
You watch some fucking weird shit.
give him a second. He's not very well.
Yep.
Okay, so my question.
Tell
is
me you're
about-
broken without telling me you're
is,
broken.
There's two parts. What things do you like to craft in DayZ, and what's your favorite food in DayZ?
What the fuck? Did that whole story have to do with that question?
Keep killing
Wow.
I would.
That's it. That's what we need to see. We need to find the bloke who's your fucking technician at your internet provider. He would have some fucking stories. He would be the best for story
My
time.
internet search history last week. Of course, yours gonna be like.
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, that's my second question, because you didn't get to actually answer that one on the podcast. So anyway, so what's your favorite craftable item, and what items do you like to eat in game in DayZ? Tell us what you like to eat, Teabag. I'm
Marmalade.
zooming in right at your eyes right now.
Marmalade.
You like a bit of marmalade? Is that your favorite? A little bit of
I
jam?
like the tuna, Smiley.
Oh, like the tuna. Bow, cha, bow, bow. All the girls in the chat just melted, especially the way that he said that. Holy fuck.
Get your
You
tuna
hear that,
out.
girls? You hear that, ladies? He likes his tuna.
It's it warm.
Badly
Right.
packed kebab.
Hey, seriously, like, do you see in like Discords and shit, there's like tea bags in there? He's in there like, he's in there dropping stuff, and all the girls go all fucking weird. Have you seen it? They go, oh, tea bags here, and then they all flock. So you see it? They all come in.
That's
They're
it.
like, hey tea bag. Oh, we got to look at that. We even got a flash, girls.
Do you know?
Flash me dash.
Do you know what the funny thing is about this is? Is when previous guests go, so glad that's not me this time. Dodged a bullet, Scotty. Dodged a
Easy
bullet.
question though.
No, easy question. It's the imprint of my mind. Now I have to go drink, at least half a bottle of alcohol to wash away an image. Yep, I don't think I'll ever get out.
That didn't need to be there.
That's it.
that whole image
Yeah, that's it.
didn't need painting.
Yeah, did you like that word picture or what? Did you like that one?
That's it.
You know how
The
we
word
were talking about
picture.
before? You know how we were talking about before the podcast started? About that image that you're going to get? There's another image for you.
That's
Next
it.
time you want to go to Happy Town,
Apples.
that's what's going to pop into your head.
Chat's calling out apples.
Slurping it up.
But actually, just another quick question that he didn't get to answer the other week when he wasn't on.
No.
I already get it. I
No.
already know the answer. No, I get two. Sometimes I get two. Do I get two, boss? Please say yes. Please say yes.
No, say no.
Yes.
It's really worth it. It's really quick too. Yes. Fucking yes.
Anything to divert my
Boss says
mind
I
out of
get
what
to ask
that,
the second
whatever
question.
what was going on last time.
I've had time to think of the answer though, Smiley, so it's gonna be better.
Oh, you come up with a better one? Is this answer also something that you found on the dark web?
No, it counteracts your question.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the question is, you know what the question is? What do you go to on when you flick up your porn? What do you go to? In DayZ, in DayZ. Oh! Ooh! I think I'm just gonna go and have a swim.
Yeah, she definitely needs to fucking cool off.
I've got all fucking weird.
That's what happens when
Is it
you.
over now, boss?
That's what happens when you don't have enough sleep. Sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep,
Is
people.
it
my
over now?
I think so. I got no idea.
Tell me it's over.
I've been on mute, and I had my sound off.
We can make it over.
Yeah, it's how much time we've got.
No.
I can keep going.
None.
if you
No.
like.
None. No more time.
That's,
Damn it.
uh,
Well,
Horrified
until
even
next
me this week.
If I'm still here,
that's it.
I'll see you all back next week.
Yes, the relationship between your questions and DayZ definitely fallen into question. Yeah, bro.
Like I said,
That's some
these are
hectic.
questions that come from Q.
That's when you know
This is
you've
Vega.
delved into a rabbit hole. When Jimmy Jim's got his concrete bucket. That's when you know it's time to pull out, put the brakes on, and go in reverse.
He's just
Look.
like, I think he was just, he just
Have
was
you
having
don't?
some IRL
Have you
time.
need to talk? Get a few of us together and sit you down and have a talk if you need.
Yeah, it's intermission. It's got episode 40, Q. Episode 40. Smiley's intermission.
Yeah. We need to help her.
Join
Needs
us.
help.
Fuck.
No, maybe other people need help, Q. Maybe other people need help.
Nope.
No.
Like, maybe
Get
we
away
can
from
help
me.
them. Do you want me to help you? Is it a
No,
certain
I don't
thing
want your
that
help.
You can't find quite what you're looking for? Your little,
back
little
out.
helping
Yes.
hand?
Stop swinging
Need
your
a little-
mace like that. It'll
little
encourage
helping
her.
Here. Happy to help. He's a helping hand.
Yeah, it's close to getting apples. I think I need to put her out one day. Finally get to put her out.
Okay, it's enough. It's enough.
All right.
Teabag, if you're getting wild with that, make sure it's head.
That's it.
My
Ask him
outfit.
to sniff the fist. Ask him to sniff the fist.
Oh yeah, okay.
Fist.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I just couldn't understand the New Zealand accent to start with. I didn't know what a fust was.
I-
Okay, I'm getting there.
I think the takeover's done. I'm not sure.
He says he wants me to.
I think
he
I-
wants you to sniff my fust.
That's it.
Sniff my fust. little fusty. My
Ah.
fust is fusty.
Hey, stop dissing my accent.
Touching the tits, man.
Harassment.
He always
Alright, boss,
punches
you-
the right one too.
take
I
it
don't know.
back,
That
please.
one's like now that one's smaller than the other.
Crazy. All right.
I like it.
Let's continue on with the show. Yep. That was very
How did you-
That was
interesting.
a thing.
Yep,
That was a
that's-
thing.
How'd we go, boss? How'd we go?
So Q gets full marks. You're gonna get a file note.
Sometimes I think, when I get reprimanded after the show, and he goes, "Okay, I think totally worth it, totally worth it."
Yeah, that's not happening this time. It's here's the therapy bill.
This gave me flashbacks to the throwing up episode, Smiley.
Yes. There's been a
Hey,
few.
I cleaned that up. That was come out of a butthole. This time it was on a plate. I cleaned that shit up.
That's terrible.
We took the butthole out and replaced it with a plate. And we
But
took
you
the straw
added
away
cement
as
in a dildo in a bucket and riding it.
well. And if anyone wants to send to them, just drop me a DM.
That's
Send
it.
to the link. If you'd like to
It's
Links
it.
in the bio.
It's in her favourites. No, it's not going to go in the bio.
Yeah, I dare you to click on my bio.
Oh, fuck, you don't want to click on a bio. There's a guy with a bucket on it. All right, so that's an absolutely wonderful takeover. We have our mind go from clean to soiled in a matter of moments. Let's bring it back to the game.
Oh yeah, the game.
The game.
Okay.
So the game has progressed a lot since, of course, coming to console. The question is there's a lot of debate that they're not giving us enough content, enough stuff. What's your thoughts on how much is, being released for every update? Do you think it's enough?
Sporadically, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I mean, it depends on what they're working on. Right, this year, things like the revamp of Northwest, and this update only giving us a few bags, I don't mind that, so long as Northwest is fucking incredible.
But they also gave us a few things more than the bags. I mean, they gave us the sounds. They gave us, there's a whole variety of sounds now picked up. The merge between, protecting yourself from the bleeds and having a decent insulation with now the crafting of the witch's hood and the cow.
Yeah, true.
I
With
don't-
the one-hit knockouts, oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Oh yeah, that's a good time.
Bring out your shovel antics again. I just think the focus wasn't put on the right areas on the updates, and sometimes a lot of things slip through. Like, hey, we're going to have this wicked fucking goat that you can get out and run around your server that hopefully breathes fire. Please breathe fire.
Please be quiet.
But, those sorts of things that they try and hide in the files and bring up, they could have easily brought to show, and it would have, imagine if it said we're going to bring out a new animal. It'll be used for DayZ for a Halloween, but you can use it any time. I think the focus
Yeah,
is...
but then that destroys their surprise for Halloween. I don't think we were supposed to find it in the files, to be fair.
Yeah, but only
Yeah.
I think they update for official players rather than the community side of it. I think
Well, what it is they don't expect us to use the files the way that we use them. The way that our coders use the files actually blows their mind a lot of the times.
yeah, and that's that comes to another point. Are they out of touch with what their player base, or at least their console side, is actually doing with their game? Because I know they keep in touch with the PC side of it. I know they keep a massive touch in it. Is it the point that they're still very PC orientated, where they should be, spreading their love, or at least understanding what we do with the files as well as what, PC does? Or are they just focused on, their original game, and whatever you can pick out of it, you can pick out of it?
I think now they're putting a little bit more effort into concentrating on what console coders are actually doing with the code since the previous couple of updates, because they've made quite fuck ups the last few updates. Let's face it, they've broke 90% of what they've put in.
Yep. 100%.
I mean, with the Jason duplicating thing, even this update, they fixed one element and then they've broken all of the effects, making them toxic and things like that. broke the shotgun
Oh,
shot,
yeah.
so only one cartridge in a shot on a double barrel gun works. It was the same with the Blaze, the shotgun. They've only just fixed that in the, or to fix that in the patch, because PC have had their patch this week, console's still waiting.
Yep.
But they fixed it for PC in the patch, but
It still completely blows my mind that, you know, console is dominating, and yet we just get like fuck all. It's fucking weird. You know what I mean? Player wise,
Mm. Yeah.
they don't look after us.
Is that because maybe they're used to it just being dominated by PC, and that's their main focus, and they haven't taken the time to step back and think that, hey, look, you know, the majority of our players in our console.
yeah, a lot of it's highlighted, but a lot of people over highlight the fact that PC have got all these mods, but what the actual devs give us on either platform is no different. PC have got nothing more than what console have got on the actual base game.
Yeah, that's true.
Everything
Yeah.
extra that PC has got is all community built.
Yeah, exactly.
On what they're actually providing us from the devs, we're actually on a level playing field.
Yeah. But like what you were saying, like, but what we get access to, like to actually be able to do as in community, we're restricted.
Yeah, file
right?
access wise, we're very
Yeah.
restricted.
Mm.
Even just
Why
giving
don't
us
they just
access
give
to
us more?
internet.c, we could then have on-screen kill feeds and just different server-side mods, better HUDs and UIs.
A lot of that, Smiley, is because of copyrights and that, why they can't give us the same sort of access.
There's also a privacy
How come
thing.
they can do it?
So Microsoft has
How come they can do it in PC and not?
yeah,
Oh, Microsoft.
Microsoft has a
Yeah.
privacy policy
Microsoft
about
privacy
injecting
policy.
information from outside sources indirectly into your console without you first agreeing with it.
But hey, it's all right for a fortune to do it.
Yeah, there's a few out there that,
Yeah.
that
Just
seem
saying.
to...
Just saying.
Yeah, there seems to be a few that allow that and have developed a shop or I would say more of a check system to be able to say, yep, this particular mod is not going to steal all your credit card information off your console. DayZ, I think, hasn't merged into that or hasn't seen how important, console modding would be. The game would blow out the water.
I think for
the other
Microsoft and
side,
Steam, there'd be a conflict with BattlEye with their securities, because Microsoft will want one thing, BattlEye will want another.
also, will it melt people's Xboxes? Are Xboxes capable to handle the sort of mods that PC
Yeah.
run?
More than, I think.
Yeah.
The new ones are pretty awesome.
New
They're like
Xbox
it,
is
I guess.
more
Yeah,
powerful
they
than
run-
the basic gaming rig.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but I think the main thing is that infiltration of being able to lace a malicious virus or a malicious file on the insides of the code, and being able to inject it onto your Xbox, pull all your billing information, and port it out. It's part of the infrastructure that Microsoft put in for Xbox's security. That's why PlayStation got hacked and we didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know they got hacked.
Oh,
There you go, fun fact.
majorly. What was
Yeah,
it?
they got rinsed.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, the whole network got penetrated and all player information got dragged out.
They're like PlayStation, you can't even play with. I don't understand how. So sidebar, I was watching my boy play because he plays on PlayStation now.
Yep.
I don't know how you could play an RP server on PlayStation at all, because the minute you walk close to somebody, your name's on the screen. I don't
Yeah.
understand how that's.
That would
does
piss
my
me
head in
off
every
making
time I watch
clips
them
into
playing.
shit. Like
Yeah.
making content. Like
Yeah, I
that'd be
could
fucked up.
understand if it was people in your party they had a name tag or something, but not everyone.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can make it like optional, like, so you can easily spot your team, you know, um, so you don't have that, sorry, I accidentally killed you sort of thing. Um, yeah, if it was an option, be actually pretty good feature, huh? Be pretty awesome, but
Yeah.
uh,
It would definitely save some time, especially
oh,
when you accidentally kill people or shoot your team member. But then where's the excuse of when you do it on purpose? And you say, oh, oops, didn't see you there.
yeah, because they've been pissing you off all day, and
That's
he's
it.
like, boom, and you go, oh, sorry,
Oh,
that
shit.
happened. I was cleaning my gun.
That's it.
I don't know how that happened. Hey, can I ask? Like, JC's put in the chat. He says you'd be surprised at what you can pull from Nitrado logs. Even. Can you expand on that? What
S-
can you teabag from
so,
Nitrado
like
logs?
the server unwritten RP, they use a code miner to pull extra information from the logs to be able to
I'll,
recognize stuff like you dropped a flag, you thumbs up in
I can
server.
spoil it and tell you how to do it.
Yeah, do it.
If you go into economy.xml file, you'll see within it you've got some true and false accuments. If you change them all to true, you'll start logging dynamic events, loot placement, loose cleanup, dynamic event spawns, dynamic event cleanups, everything from the second the server starts and loot is placed to when it's cleaned up and where.
Oh shit! So you can
Oh,
go in
okay.
there and
So
just
it's
really
more just
pack
like
it out.
so.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I thought he
basically
meant
turning
like.
on. I think I'm not sure what Josie meant, but that's the way that you turn on all the advanced logging, so you can actually monitor everything in more in depth on the server, rather than just what you see when you start your server vanilla in your ADM reports.
See, I thought he was like going down that road of like saying it's amazing what you can actually pull of the from the actual player, not like in game, but more like like IP addresses and shit and
Not maybe for PlayStation, Microsoft Player ID's changed every time you join the server.
yeah, right. Oh, that's actually a good thing, isn't it? That we're
Yeah,
locked
so
down that way for privacy.
can't actually track a player that way.
Yeah, right.
If you read the docs, it does show
Hey, can
you
I
the
ask another
pull.
question?
Yeah.
What if you can people who like code and shit, like what if they say, hey, um like say people coders, right? And they go, hey, yeah, I've just done this this mod or this build that you can add into your server, and here's the files. And you go, okay, cool. And you put them in. Um, could they put anything in there that would then give them access to your PC?
Ooh.
Like a back end.
Well, yeah, can. In a sense, you've got to know back-end game scripting to be able to do it. You can put a call in an XML file that calls to another file to make a change. You can background hop files that way, but you have to know what you're doing and what you're scripting to be able to do it. And a lot of the functions, see like DayZ, a lot of XML stuff. XML is really limited in terms of game script.
So it is
That makes it
possible,
harder.
but you'd have to know your shit to be able to do it. So
Yeah.
essentially, it is possible for someone to put a little something something in those files that go unnoticed, and then next minute they've got access to whatever you're seeing on your PC, whoever actually loads it in.
Oh yeah. You can make background links that you just click on a normal looking web link, and it automatically gives background access to your PC, and you can't even see it.
Yep. So when I used to work in IT back in 2000, we had a program back then called PC Anywhere, where you would install a client-side application. It would then go put in a stealth mode, so it couldn't be seen at all by the client. And I could be in one part of I would be in where our head office was in Epping. and needed to log in into Artarmon. So crack out the old dial-up, dial into their network, and their screen would appear in mine. And I could control it, do everything I needed to. I could even lock them out and do whatever I needed to. And it was a little 2-second program that would boot up, load in, and do it all.
Hang on. You're like one of these people from India, aren't you?
Yeah.
Taking control of people's PCs.
Well, I've taken
Or
control.
grannies.
Why do you think I invite everyone to the podcast? on my server.
What do you think that download is?
That's it.
You think it's just the show run? It's not the show run
no.
of questions. There's a little something in that little download every week.
No. I'm currently purging your bank accounts now while you're on server. I've just got all the script. That's why I do it on a private
Fucking
server.
Sweet. He's getting that 2 cents back.
That's it.
Yeah, add something there. Would you add
Yeah,
something?
please.
Yeah, you'll get-
For once,
yeah.
We never get paid for this shit.
As part of this operation, you definitely get a cut. That way, all the blame doesn't go on me when we get caught.
Oh, now I see.
Yeah, that's it. Since
Shit, our names are all over that shit.
100%.
I know.
That's
Oh,
it.
God. Right, it's my team
Go
down
this
as a
week,
team.
isn't it?
Oh, that's it. So we move on to, and I hear this quite often, guns. Does the game need more guns?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yes, we
Well
need an
played.
LMG. We need an LMG, and I'll be happy.
LMG.
But would
Right
does
then, fine. A laser gun, a futuristic laser
I'd-
gun.
Oh, get it down.
No, nothing stupid. Right, I'm gonna shoot her.
No, don't shoot me.
Nothing OP like
Yeah.
that. But
Oh,
maybe a
say it
tapper.
again. Just shoot her.
Little laser.
you want a laser, do you?
Yeah, I'd like to see a new caliber introduced, something bigger.
Yeah,
Oh, some 338.
like a big 50 cal. Everyone wants that 50
338 or
cal.
50 cal.
Yeah, a proper 50
Mind
cal.
you, I really like the R700, and that's only a 308 win, but it's like twice the power of the Tundra.
Phew. The Tundra's big brother. Yeah, I see this quite often that.
Yeah, the R700.
So there is a big call out for more weapons. Just dump out more weapons. Give us a bit of variety in every scale. Make some absolutely brutal sniper rifles. Want some chain-fed LMGs. And give Smiley nothing because she doesn't want any extra. She's happy with her little setup as is. There's no.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
face
happy
it,
with
she
my
uses a
shotgun.
shotgun.
Shotgun and Tundra.
Yeah.
I'm good.
What about the little?
I like a
really
revolver.
I really think we are missing the LMG. That's the one sort of weapon type that we just don't have.
But does the 75 round AKM fill that role?
I don't think so.
No.
I need a 200 round PKP.
Oh, yes, baby. Maybe if they gave us a 300 round testing mags, then yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Then you're giving me my LMG.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. LMG makes those.
But my question would be then, how would you even it out on the server? How would you make it so not every freshie is running around with an LMG?
Bunker.
So
Bring us a bunker to Chinaris.
So-
keep them in the bunker.
a stage progression thing where you have to go and outsource something to then enter an area that's off limits to others.
Yep, and then it gives the devs what they want, and it spreads people around the map more because you're hunting for it.
Yeah, see, things like that I reckon should be just broken into bits and can't be used until you get the whole lot together.
Yeah, so the gun in one spot, mags in another, ammo in another.
Yep. and a couple of things on the random events. So the handle, the firing pin, things like that, like really break down those big heavy guns. So when you're holding it in your hand on official, you've got something truly valuable.
Yeah, as I said, it gives that map progression more meaning, you know?
Yeah, swinging around the map, people moving around, hunting for it. I think if you just allow people to fire the, no handle, no grips, no belt-fed cartridge, just ammunition in the gun, in a clip, I think that would be, the exact same as the KMA. So, yes. Some
The
people...
new attachment would be cool, and all something like a bipod, something that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, new attachments. A bit more variety. Maybe some a one-use or two-use silencer for the sniper rifles. An actual sniper, not one that you make.
Yeah, especially a lot.
Yeah, 100%. All right. On the game, do you think the devs listen to their player base, or do you think they're more focused on their stage progression and, what they want to, what their vision of the game is?
I'd like to think they listen to the player base or try their best to, but you could say they do, but then who the fuck asked for a goat? Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh, that would be me. Oh, that was me. I did tell you. I did tell. Yeah, I did tell you about like the other thing that I've been watching this week, Teabag. So I asked for something, an evil monster, to be added into the game.
Yeah, but you did.
Look,
Just
they're not going to
part
bring
of
in
it as well.
octopuses, alright?
Oh, imagine. Imagine. Did we all get that nice visual?
No. My brain now races
No.
it.
Okay.
The alarms go off and it races. It's on high alert.
Doesn't let it in. It's like a virus. Blocks it.
All right. So we're going to move into a little bit of tech talk. I said we talked a little bit about the programs already that you use and things like that. Moving on to hardware, and obviously the cost of hardware going up. What's the most expensive piece of hardware you've purchased or that you currently have in your weaponry of technology?
Probably. But it's got to be me gaming rig, but out of all of them.
Out of all your PCs?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I'd say the graphic card's probably the main expense in it out of the whole build.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, those graphic cards do definitely cost.
Well, they do now, don't they? Well, actually, I don't know. Has the price settled down? Remember, there was like that. We went through that period where it was really hard to get your hands on a graphics card, so they were just
Jacking up the prices.
super expensive. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was so
everyone was
expensive.
crypto mining.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if that's still a thing or whether they're readily available, so it's dropped the price.
Well, I think it's more of the fact of...
Once you start going over 2 or 3 gig, it starts going up in the hundreds.
Yep.
Oh, I did come across something that might be helpful if you do Smiley with your fancy controller that keeps getting stick drift. You know, you can get a little tool that you can use to tighten up the stick back up on them now, instead of having to power claim insurance to get a brand new controller.
Oh, really? Where do I purchase such a tool?
I'm not sure, but I seen it on TikTok the other day. So it just looks like a little T, and you take the thumbstick off, and it goes into the little piece in there, and you can tighten it down a little bit to remove the stick drift.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's cool.
That's very
Yeah, for
cool.
the
I
elites.
shall
For
Google
the
that.
elites.
100%.
Yeah,
Google
Need
little tool to
toolbox
tighten
for
things.
little
elites.
tools. Yeah. Yeah, that blew my mind. As soon as I seen it, I thought, Jesus, that could save Smiley having to constantly get insurance for the controller.
Yeah, that's probably why they did it, because Smiley
Thank
keeps
you.
getting a new controller every year.
Yeah, I did. They go, well, it's time. It's time for a new one.
That's it. Custom made. Can I have my face on
So-
this one, please?
I'd just like to establish that Q said that he thought of me this week. So just gonna say that out loud. Just helps my ego.
that's what she took
Oh,
from
there
that.
you go.
That's
Yeah, hit me in the right
Yeah.
spot. Yeah, I have no idea what you were saying. You lost me at, hey, I was thinking of you this week, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. And then he said blah, 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 after that, I don't know.
all right. So we're gonna ask a question. What's the best piece of advice that you were given? Either when it comes to content creation, servers, coding. What's that one piece of advice that sticks out? That you reflect back on and go, fuck, I'm glad I took that advice, or look back on it and went, I wish I took that advice.
Always double check, always validate before uploads.
Yep. Fuck off. Yep. Always validate,
Before
always
you spawn
double check.
1,000 barrels
Or 15,000 landmines.
yeah, there's small mess ups that can take a while to rectify.
What about you guys, the co-hosts? What's the best piece of advice you've been given?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? It's such a simple one. It's and I still think about it because it annoys me when I see TikToks out there that are still just uploading their clips just at the normal size.
Like
And
Greedy.
actually, I think it was yeah. No, you're the one who actually gave me the advice. You're like, no, you can go over here and you can make it like what do they call it, like
I think is that
45 or
yeah, Stream
1.1 and
Streamladder is
Yeah.
one of the programs you can use, changing the focus of it.
yeah, so that to me was a big thing. As soon as I was like, oh right, and then yeah, that I don't know. If you look at my earlier ones, my earlier talks, they're all just that little tiny square little TV looking thing, which actually it does look pretty cool in some clips. Actually, works well if they're going for that vibe. But being able to like blow it up to feel the full screen and stuff is definitely pretty sweet. Because then you can take the audience right in there,
That's it. Go deep.
right up in your bits. Yeah, go deep.
What about you, Q? Greatest advice?
Don't forget to add hashtags.
Don't forget to add hashtags. Nice.
I've,
Do
I've,
you reckon
oh,
they really work though?
Yeah.
I do, because I've noticed some of the earlier things that I posted without hashtags have a lot less views than the ones that I've put on with hashtags. Don't know why, but it does seem to work.
I don't know. My ones that come up on TikTok, which are the tarot card readers, they always start off and they go, if you've received this message, it's been directly for you because there's no hashtags at the bottom. This is just for you. And I go, oh my god.
That's it. It's a sign from the
It's just
from
for me.
the universe. We are meant to be together.
Yeah.
Buy this
Yeah,
tarot reading for
that's right.
$159.95 to find out more.
Oh yeah. That's what my TikTok's full of. It's like actually not gaming content. It's just fucking tarot card readers and fucking what's that other thing I get all the time?
What?
DIY
The
bucket
dudes
crafting.
the dudes the dudes that get on there and they're like, they go, oh, I'm so lonely, and and I'm so down on myself, and they're totally fishing for the females just to get up in there and go, oh, I'll make you, I'll come and make you happy.
That's it. I'll make
Oh,
you a
like, yeah, I
sandwich.
get,
Make you
I get,
happy.
I'll make you a sandwich.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'll put a smile on your face. I'll look after you. Come here, injured, wounded man. I'll make it all better for you.
That's it. It's terrible. Terrible.
So them are tarot card readers.
Cool. That's, so there you go. So if you want haunted tarot card readers in your DMs, no hashtags.
No hashtags.
No
Yeah, that's
hashtags.
fine. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. That's what I brought you back for. All right, I'm watching.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I felt it. Preach.
Before we move into our last question, is there any questions that chat wants to drop onto our panel before we get into our very last? Hey, we're not up to it yet. Calm down. We're not up to it. Calm
I'm
down.
just loading.
No. Get your guns away.
Just put the load in.
Don't be hiding behind them.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're pussy.
Here.
So Noah said, can someone tell me how to clear my MAC address?
Don't aim at me. Aim at me.
So, Noah, in
How
your...
to clear.
Yeah, so in your network settings, you go to Advanced Network, and there's MAC address. There's an option of that. Hey, I haven't asked a freshie question yet, and he didn't
He shot me first.
He didn't technically
Yeah,
kill
he
ya.
shot me first.
He didn't technically kill ya.
Okay, I could break legs.
Stop
I could watch
shooting.
So did you kill him again?
What was that, sir?
No problems. But if you want to, I could walk you through it, Noah.
I actually
Hey,
sent him
hey,
step-by-step
hey, hey,
instructions like about a month or so ago. I'll send it to him again.
Yeah, send it to him
I'm
again.
gonna slide around.
That's it. They're all busted legged. Anyone else got any questions for the crew?
I'm gonna shoot your butthole.
Oh yeah, you got
Oh,
it.
never mind, he's dead.
Yeah, they're all asleep now.
They're all asleep. Why is Smiley looking up cement dildo bucket porn? Because she's twisted, Josie. Twisted. We all know that.
Yeah, she'd tell you, but she's too busy holding T-Bag's hand. See, come have a
That's
look,
it.
sir.
True love.
Look at them,
Oh, they're so cute together. Yeah, you shotgun shit, all right? So, yeah, you kill her, but you can't kill the peasant.
Did you say that already?
Because I'm the fucking peasant. Look, didn't even damage my shit.
Right.
Because the shotgun's broken now.
There you go. Back to sleep. Back to sleep. It's all right, T-Bag.
What's your favourite Halloween candy, and would you like to see it in game? Oh,
Well, I tell you what, this Halloween, it's definitely not going to be the devil's toe for Mr. Peasant. He's going to hate it.
oh, I don't know, DayZ candy. Give me some candy corn. It's typical candy corn. Do you guys got no Ottertinger beer in Australia? Nope, we don't have that. I think it's time that we. Oh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be the time. We're not even going to get into our freshie question because these guys just want to come out and murder each other. Yeah, I love a little bit of candy corn. I haven't had it for fucking years because it's not a big thing in Australia. But a friend of mine who came from California, who I knew when he was a little kid, he used to get all the American stuff. That's why I tried Dr. Pepper, Hershey milkshake where you just pour the chocolate syrup in your mouth and pour milk into it and swish it around. Shit on a shingle.
Shit on a shingle?
Yeah, you've never had
Shit
that?
on a shingle?
Yeah, you've never had that?
No.
So it's like...
actually called shit on a shingle.
Yeah, it's called SOS. It's army food.
What the fuck?
So it's like mince with a white sauce, and then you put like potatoes. You know when you do round potato chips, and you put that underneath, and that's why it's called shit on a shingle, because the potato chips are like shingles, and the shits are the mince.
So, like a potato bake? Ah.
Yeah, similar, but everything goes on top. Is the server open again? Of course the server's open again. Freshie question, what are you doing now? Yep, freshie question is no longer a freshie question as soon as I see them. A freshie is no longer a freshie as soon as I see them. Fuck. Yeah, see, that's all the same, eh? If you want to come join us for a punch-on, just look up Day Dot. The actual podcast server has a password. That's the password there if you come and run with us. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our show done and dusted for the week. We'd like to thank our guest, Mr. Teabag, for coming out. And we had a couple of our other guests. Oh, I passed out. Who had something going on, a little bit crook. But are you going to stay on? I'll be on for a little while. I'll be on for probably about 15 minutes like we usually are, so if you want to come in and have a crack. But a big shout out to Mr. Teabag for coming out in the show. Big shout out to our co-host, Smiley's Got a Gun. It's going to be her last show, so that's a big farewell to Smiley. And of course, Q, keeping it classy as always. That's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, done and dusted. I'd like to thank you guys out there in the community. A lot of new faces came out. Big shout out to you. A lot of old faces come out. Fucking Bait Muse, where the fuck have you been? Get your butt out of here. Where's Smiley going? Why is it Smiley's last show? Due to her questions getting too saucy. No, we're only joking. We're only stirring shit. But yeah, if you want to come and join us, 3T5 is the podcast. Smiley, make your own show. It is in the progress. Stay tuned. It is in progress. Yes, that was a joke, for fuck's sakes. But you all question it because you know it should be. It's just something that brings to the show. That's why we incorporate it. They bring two parts of the show that I find is that I don't think it would go without now. But yeah, definitely link up before Christmas. Oh, do it Christmas? Oh, yep. We'll do our Christmas party, that's for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, that's us done and dusted for the week. Come and have a beating, a flog, whatever you want. And make sure you enjoy the rest of your weekend.